Hello everybody, my name is Subhash Babu. I'm a certified financial planner, certified wealth manager and also a mutual fund distributor. Today I'll be discussing with you the importance and relevance of PMS and AIF. Together they're called alternative investments. Are they relevant for you? Are they not relevant for you? You decide. I'll place before you the facts which I know after gleaning through various statistics and data points. All of us know that India is one of the largest growing economies in the world with about 6.5% to 7% GDP. India has been really accelerating on the high gear for some time now. We're expected to be the third largest, maybe in 5 years' time, 6 years' time. Today, we are the fourth largest in the world today, with about $4.5 trillion. All this data, what does it mean to average India? We also know that, India has been really rising up or delivering more billionaires to the world. So the billionaire club is increasing and India's contribution to the club is on the rise. That means India, money or the spare money in people's hands is increasing, no doubt. So ultimately, GDP has to transform into some capital, some money, some wealth in somebody's hands. And I'm sure it is in the common man's hands now. Now, coming to investment part, being a financial advisor, wealth planner, what does it mean for our clients and investors? What does it mean, actually speaking? The mutual fund industry is about 75 lakh crores today. Between 72 and 75 lakh crores today. It is growing at a very impressive pace of about 15 to 17% annual growth rate, CAGR. It's very impressive. We have a long way to go in terms of reaching much higher data points. After all, this number of 72 or 75 lakh crores is only about 15% of our GDP. In developed nations, it is above 100%. 110, 115% of GDP is their investments in mutual funds. What does it mean to average commoner there? They're able to save for retirement, for their goals, for their needs, and live a comfortable, peaceful life. Whereas we are far from that now. Sorry, we are there now, but we are ready to really reach the point where we have to be. Our own problems are definitely there, a population, our education system, poverty, all this holding us back to achieve greater heights. I'm sure government is working towards eliminating those handicaps. Back to investment philosophy and investments where we are today. PMS and AIF are there for you. Actually, what do they mean? PMS means Portfolio Managed Services. AIF means Alternative Investment Funds. All of us have traveled in flights. We do travel in flights, often on business or otherwise. We have a choice to choose a ticket from economy class, business class, first class, etc., etc. Business class and first class passengers have to pay obviously a higher airfare, ticket fare. Does it mean just because they pay a higher fare, does it mean they're going to go reach destination faster? No. They're going to get some extra privileges. They feel, more pampered in the aircraft journey. Similarly, in investment world, we have mutual funds, PMS, AIF in the pecking hierarchy in our investment world. Does it mean PMS and AIF investors do get pampered? Not exactly. Do they get higher returns? Maybe yes. Do they get exclusivity? Definitely yes. So therefore, why should one, prefer to take the route of PMS and AIF? I'll explain to you. Please listen to me carefully. And my request, subscribe to my channel, like and share this video to as many friends as possible so that my endeavor to reach out to as many people as possible succeeds and really all of us go forward in this investment journey happily. PMS, as SEBI states, the minimum ticket size is 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs. Whereas for AIF, it is 1 crore, 100 lakhs. This is the minimum ticket size. Now, I'll be sharing one important data point, which I'm sure will surprise you. The PMS and AIF together, the clientele or the amount invested in both the funds is about 10 lakh crores today now. And another important point is, it is growing at an astounding growth rate of about 27% annually. So annual growth rate of mutual funds is about 15 to 16%, whereas alternative investments are growing at the average growth rate of 27%. It is not surprising that billionaires in the country are definitely investing in these funds, or millionaires, billionaires are reaching out to these investments. What makes them invest in these funds? Besides being, pampered or besides, getting the exclusivity, what really makes them come to these funds? They participate in the India growth story. Whereas PMS, helps investors directly invest in stocks as opposed to mutual funds, which are invested through a pool of funds, pool of stocks. In PMS, individual, the demat is created for the individual, investor, and he is taken care or he is guided through the investment journey by the fund house, PMS. Though there are expenses, much more than mutual fund journey. The overall returns have been impressive. The alpha, more than mutual funds, is about at least 4 to 5% higher than mutual fund returns. That's why people clamor for PMS investments. What about AIF? On the AIF front, there are three categories. One is category 1, category 2, and category 3. Category 1 invests in real estate funds, startups, and firms or startups which offer higher potential for growth. So that means people are willing to take higher risk and they invest in these investment methodology. The returns could be higher, risk also is higher. Whereas in category 2, it's PE funds, private equity funds, debt funds, and fund of funds. That's how the category 2 AIF investments operate. Here again, the relative to mutual funds, the governance or the regulations are slightly lesser compared to mutual fund regulations, governance. We have category 3, which is private investments in public private equity funds and also hedge funds. This is where in Cat 3, we have a small advantage from tax viewpoint. The taxation, the long-term capital gains tax is borne by the fund, not by the investor. In capital markets, financial investments, the taxation is to the account of the investor, 12.4% in current times now, beyond 1 year long-term capital gains. Only in Cat 3 AIF investment, it is absorbed by the fund house and what is paid out to the investor is net of the taxes. It's a simple benefit the Cat 3 investors gain from this investment in AIF. So equity investments of PMS have been doing extremely well in spite of markets being under correction for last 8-10 months now. They delivered higher alpha than the small cap and mid cap are doing very well now. And some of you may know that in mutual funds we have very strict market cap definitions. Large cap meaning 0 to 100. Mid cap is 101 to 150, 250, 101 to other 150 companies more. Small cap is beyond 250 is small cap. Whereas in PMS category, though the small cap, mid cap, large cap is used routinely as nomenclature, the demarcation is not that strict. So they can absorb mid cap category stocks into small cap or mid cap into large cap. They can add them, amalgamation of these stocks to the benefit of investor is done by the fund managers. The ultimate objective is to get high returns for the investors. So not needless to mention, the performance of AIF returns have been impressive. They are at least 5-6% more than PMS, which itself is about 3-4% more than the mutual funds. So therefore, you decide the 50 lakhs 1 crore ticket sizes apart. If PMS relevant for you, is AIF relevant for you, please decide. Any doubts, any clarifications you have in this regard, please reach out to me. My numbers are given below and then I am available to read at any point of time. I will share whatever I know on these two categories of investments to the best of my ability. Ultimately, I want you to become one more millionaire, billionaire in the India's list of billionaires, which is growing. By smartly leveraging our approach in investment, we can definitely beat inflation, beat the normal investment processes and be a good, satisfied investor. We are helping the economy grow and therefore we're doing our bit to the country, maybe a good citizen. Thank you. Signing off, Subhash Babu. Please stay in touch and in case you need me to talk to you, discuss with you any other special topics, please reach out to me. Please message me in my number. I'll be definitely working on those topics and come back to best of my ability to share with you whatever I can. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.